scanning some of the high country and the high basins here that I was glassing here for about 2 hours. You can see up there on the road there's a white truck going up to the top. It's about the 7th vehicle that's gone up there, so I'm not going to go up there. Hey everyone, Mav Hunter Solo here, just with a morning report. I left Gilbert, Arizona this morning. It only took about an hour to drive out here, but another hour to drive where I'm at right now. Pretty slow going, 4-wheel drive in the Xterra, although the ATVs, the UTVs, they're just blowing right on by me when I pull over and let them pass. Anyway, I saw some people hunting quail, hunters hunting quail, birds, down low. I haven't seen anyone else out here archery deer hunting. And right today I'm in the Hewitt Canyon area of Unit 24B, and I'm just kind of scouting it out. Main objective is trying to find some mule deer. This morning I saw about 15 does and fawns, but unfortunately they were lower down near a game department water source. Came up here, did some glassing in this high desert country. Really didn't spot much. Of all things, spotted a skunk. I'll pack up and head down to another trail road and see what else I can find. Do a little scouting. But the last 3 days, that's what I've been doing. I've just been scouting some new areas. And the Coues deer are not rutting yet. Those bucks aren't rutting. I spent Saturday, Sunday glassing up a lot of Coues does, and there wasn't any bucks with them. And the one small 2-point buck I saw was high on a ridge with no does near him at all. On this ridge line, I saw this pretty interesting chaparral bush, so I stopped over here, and lo and behold, you'll see right here, there's some deer sign, a little bit old, but here you can see, right here, you can see a deer bed, and right over here, you can see another deer bed. You can see how these deer beds are in the shade. So they sit in the shade of these trees. And when I'm glassing, a lot of times I'll glass the shady sides of a lot of these bushes. And you got to have some pretty good optics. I know my chest optics are a 10x32 Swarovski. My tripod binoc optics are a 15x56 Swarovski glass. Then my spotting scope is a 20 to 60 power Swarovski, but only with a 65mm objective as to keep it light and portable to put in my pack. But this is a good sign, seeing some deer scat here and a couple of deer beds right here. So this is just off the game trail that I climbed to get up here. Okay, I'll continue my way up to the top of that ridge line up there. Hey everybody. Well, I'm nearing the top of that next ridge. I stopped here a moment, catch the breeze. One thing I would mention is, like all hunting, archery hunting, rifle hunting, whatever you're doing, you got to keep the wind in your favor. And that means, so the wind's not blowing your scent. Right now, the wind is blowing this way pretty strongly at about 15 miles an hour, pretty steady. So normally, if I was hunting, I'd be hunting up this way, going into the wind. So it's not blowing, it's blowing my scent away from the area I want to hunt, not blowing my scent toward the area. Because along with their eyesight, and those big mule deer ears for hearing, man, they can smell you. I have been watching deer before 800 to 1,000 yards away, and that wind changes and swirls my scent to them. And I've watched them go on full alert. So anywhere you're hunting these days, it seems, even in the wilderness, you're not going to find the kind of deer that very rarely have not seen humans before. So they catch that scent to them you're just another predator and they're gone. But over there you can see that sandy wash that I talked about below that next ridge. Like I say, usually those are good feeding areas. It's tough to say with the drought that we've had here in Arizona this year. And there goes a couple more Jeeps. So that's the thing. Don't come to Arizona thinking you're going to find solitude, because you won't. But a lot of these people, they're not hunters right now. They're just out taking their joy rides, whether it's ATV, UTVs, or their Jeeps. They're just out taking a ride. And that's what I like about over-the-counter archery hunting here in Arizona. It's a great opportunity in that not a lot of people hunt. Not a lot of people hunt it. Because one, it's difficult. I mean, if you were rifle hunting and you saw a deer over on that ridge 450, 600 yards away, there's guys here in Arizona and probably elsewhere that specialize in shooting these long distances. But imagine when you've got a compound bow in your hand and your maximum effective yardage, at least for me, is 70 yards. And that's 70 yards if there isn't a lot of wind. But, you know, you've got to stalk those deer within a certain area, and it is not easy because it's noisy out here and the wind swirls and shifts. But that's the challenge, and I love it. Anyway, continuing on.